Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Bethany.
And I'm Ken.
And we're just a couple of spooky kids in love that love some scary movies.
Yes, we do.
Me in particular. So I'm very excited about this. This is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We have the official teaser and the official trailer to watch today.
Yep. And you can see our reaction to the first movie here. We posted that and really enjoyed it. And so I thought they did a great job. I'm looking forward to movie number 2. Ready?
Ready.
Welcome back. Are you ready to start the show? Count with me now. 5, 4.
Going to fix my friends.
They're out there, Mike.
2. Where? 1.
Everywhere.
Nice.
Oh.
I feel like there's gonna be more death in this one.
Great song choice.
December. Christmas movie.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Definitely not the Freddy's I remember.
You're thinking of the franchise location. This is the original. Nobody's been here for decades.
Oh, you all are so dead.
Some little girl got murdered here.
Entered.
Did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
Creepy music. Jack in the Box. It's
no,
gonna pop up.
not a
pop
Jack
out.
in the Box. Oh my god.
So this is what it's like? Being normal?
I think we've come pretty far, considering what we've been through.
How's that be?
Some days she's good. Some days she misses her friends.
This story that you're gonna fix those animatronics? It's only giving her false hope.
Can any of you hear me?
We hear you.
Abby.
Oh, crap.
Come find us. I will show you the way.
Oh no.
Yes.
They're out there, Mike.
Where?
Everywhere.
Where are you gonna run to? I'm not done with you. There's no way that'll work.
So what'd you think?
I'm really excited for it. I feel from what we've known about Five Nights at Freddy's that it's going to retain the spirit of that franchise in terms of the scare element. I feel like there are going to be a lot of jump scares,
Yeah.
which that's what I want. Like, I want a movie that's going to give me a good jump scare. I love horror for those, not for like the blood and guts and gore. It's for the jump scares, and it's for like the unsettled feeling and the eeriness and those things. So like more the psychological element. I feel like this is going to give that. I'm not saying there aren't going to be some gory deaths. I'm sure there are.
I think there definitely are.
But I think it's going to give you that psychological scare factor that's going to put you on edge, that's going to make you jump in your seat. And that's what I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I think it sets the mood really nicely with the creepy ass like music.
Yep.
And good use of like the light up eyes in the dark. Just the creepiness of that. And yeah, so I think it's gonna be like a nice combination of jump scares and some good bloody scenes and like horrible deaths. that we're gonna see, but not like, not in the like too graphic or whatever, where there's just like that's all that it brings to the table. I have to go back and rewatch the first Five Nights at Freddy's before watching this one.
Oh, yeah.
Just try to figure out, like, I'm like, because story wise, I wasn't like necessarily hooked into it and been like, oh yeah, this is they're definitely taking this in the right direction, whatever. I did like the direction they took it in the first one. Like I said, I thought it was successful and it was a good adaptation, and especially for like one that like it's a lot of it's like is the lore itself, and so like all the convoluted theories and everything, and the great theories out there by the fans. So I think it's a tough movie. It was a tough movie to adapt. And
a lot of high expectations.
Yeah, so that's why I was impressed with how well they pulled it off, and why I have faith in the sequel that it's going to be just as good. Even though the trailer itself, and like it's a trailer, so it's a short little bit. It's once it's all it's supposed to do is get you interested, right? And that's what it did. But I am interested, like in the story itself, and see if where they're gonna take that and what direction.
So a couple things came to mind as you were saying that. One was just in terms of talking about this franchise in particular and the dedicated fan base. If the first movie had been terrible, the tragedy of it would have been that this franchise has so much lore.
Yeah.
I mean, they can easily turn this into probably like a 5-7 movie franchise. Like they
10
can
minimum.
Like, it's like the next Final Destination, right? Like they're just gonna keep making more and more. Because there is a lot of lore, and so it's a very rich franchise with established lore. But then on top of that, you have all of the different fan theories and whatnot that like you can start going down a rabbit hole on one of those, and that's a whole nother movie right there. And then the other thing too is I think you're right in terms of like there are going to be some gory deaths that are going to be good and scary, but I also kind of going back to the psychological thing, like one of the shots that sticks out in my mind is when they are lifting the guy up and you just see the animatronics feet and his feet, and you hear him and the glasses fall, but you don't really see exactly what's happening. He's getting killed, but like that just leaves it in your imagination for all the terrible things that could be happening. And so they might show that in the real movie, and it's just in the trailer that they're not showing it. But that's the kind of stuff that's successful in the trailer because it makes me go like, oh my God, what's happening to him? Like, what are they doing? And that's what you want.
And I think there's a way they can do this where you kind of expect, like, you're kind of used to now the whole trilogy aspect of movies, and so like maybe like they follow this same like family, the brother and sister or whatever, and the other security guard that like, and they follow it like for 3 movies. But I'm wondering if they would only do it maybe for like 2 movies, because you don't necessarily need them. They're not like what the driving force behind it. It's all about Freddy and the gang, right? So that's why I think it can be a successful franchise, like for like, you said 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever movies, because you can recast it and bring in new people to like do it. It's kind of like the same thing with like, Nightmare on Elm Street or
Michael Myers.
Yeah, Michael Myers. It's like it's like the killer's the draw, not necessarily the people that are fighting against them, even though in the end we want our heroes to win. So I'd be curious if they did that, if they were bold enough to be like, okay, we're not going to go to the same formula of like 3 movies with the same like cast or whatever. We're going to like cut it off at 2, which means that one of the main characters could die. I'm just putting that out there.
As you say this, the formula that came to mind for me was like the Annabelle movies, because like you have the present and you have the story of Annabelle in the right now, but then they go back to like her origin story, and then there's also a movie of like Annabelle. I think it's in like it takes place in the 50s or 60s. I actually haven't seen that one yet. But it's that idea that like there is decades of history with Five Nights at Freddy's, the pizzeria, the inventor, all that stuff. So like you can do a couple of these, you can go back then in time, you can then pop forward in time. They have a lot of freedom with what they might do after this, and I'll be very curious how they cue up the end of this one, because as long as it doesn't completely flop, I'm pretty sure we'll be in for a third.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments, and thanks so much for watching our reaction for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but just keep in mind.
And our reaction is definitely not definitive.